You are called to be bold, to connect in your home, to your community, and to the world. From your land, we are Bravado Wireless. We are your high-speed internet provider based right here in eastern Oklahoma. With the latest technology, we offer coverage in more underserved areas than ever, with 4G LTE speeds and no installation needed. We're faster and more reliable than the competition, and at $59.99 a month, we're more affordable too. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Let's meet their starters as senior. Number 0, Quincy Edwards. A junior, number 1, Anaya Johnson. A senior, number 3, Michaela Smith. Junior, number 23, Alaric Owens. And a sophomore, number 34, Quinaya Edwards. And Rangers are coached by Wes Hamilton, assisted by Robin Evans. And now, for your Fort Gibson Lady Tigers, with a record of 11 wins and 1 loss, let's meet your stars. At 5'7", a senior,
That's so sad. Did he yell it? It's a great start. Here we go. You guys are ready. Welcome into Fort Gibson High School. We are underway, game number 7 of 8. The home team finally gets to play in their own tournament, Dion. It's about time. The Fort Gibson Tigers are taking the court. They're going to play the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers. Let's hope this game goes a little bit smoother than starting lineups introduction. We got through the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers introductions before, well, the mic went out. We didn't get to listen to the starters from the Lady Tigers. But that's a good start for the Lady Tigers as Zoe Whiteley takes it in and gets things rolling with the easy 2.
Yeah, hopefully they can get that fixed before the next game. But right now, the Lady Tigers went out like the Patriots on their first Super Bowl. Everybody has a team. Let's just go on the floor. All right, let's go.
2-0. Tulsa Hale takes it up the court. Nice drive, nice finish, but it can't go in that time for Anaya Johnson. Going the other way, strong finish from Whiteley. She draws the foul, and that's going to come from Quinaya Edwards. That's her first, team's first. Going to the line shooting 2 is Zoe Whiteley. With a record of 11-1, the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers looking to defend home court.
Yeah, and if I were to mention any of these Fort Gibson Lady Tigers to watch out for tonight that I would pick up a big game, it's definitely number 1, Zoe Whiteley, and then number 21, Reese Webb. Both of those girls had an outstanding tournament in the Shrine Classic a couple weeks ago, and you expect good things from them. But it's not just them, though. A lot of, contributors on this Lady Tigers ball club.
Nia Edwards handles the ball, gives it low post. Nice find. Falling down, gives it to Valerie James. James can't connect, and Fort Gibson counters going the other way. It's a 2-on-1 break. They give, and the go. The give back. Nothing doing that time, though, for Kinsey London. Foul goes against Mallory Baker, her first, team first. We're going to get a quick timeout. Wes Hamilton, head coach of the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers, doesn't like what he's seeing early. And it's not a bad timeout. Team's down 4-0. You're still within striking distance. You can't take the timeouts home. Might as well use them now.
Yeah, definitely might as well use them. It looked like they saw something really quickly that they were trying to get fixed or something that they wanted to get adjusted to. So headsy move by the head coach. It's going to be interesting to see, though, what he saw in that first couple of minutes that caused that timeout. It's going to be interesting to see what we get after this little break here in the action.
Wes Hamilton, head coach of the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers. Meanwhile, the head man for the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers is Chuck London. He talks to his girls, gets them back out on the court. There's a tradition of winning here. As we said, Fort Gibson 11-1 this year. 2 years ago, they finished 29-1 in the 2017, I guess that'd be technically 3 years ago, in the 2017 state runner-up. One loss on the year comes in state finals. That's a tough way to go out. The tradition of winning indeed, because in the same year, the boys basketball team went 29-2. As a steal comes up from Bailey London. London finishes on the other end.
That's great anticipation by London.
Tulsa Hale being held scoreless so far. Anaya Johnson has her pass picked off. Going the other way, the easy lay-in for Mallory Baker. Collision down on the baseline. Goes off of the Lady Rangers, and it'll be Fort Gibson ball. Quick substitutions, 5:52 into the game, or left in the first quarter, pardon me. Zoe Whiteley handles the ball, stutter step, move, left-handed layup, good. Count the basket, foul will go against 25. Whiteley can't finish the and one, but the Lady Tigers do lead 10-0. Marisa Dixon with the ball. She gives it now to Owens. Ball stolen away by Fort Gibson. Going the other way is Whiteley. Whiteley handles it. Corner, pump fake. Juke the curl out of her shoes, and the finish that time from Reese Webb.
Yeah, it's just a great move right there on the baseline, finishing strong.
Webb comes up with another steal. She's going to take this one all the way. Dixon with the foul.
And it seems like this press right here, this great defense that the Lady Tigers are displaying, is really affecting how Hale is able to progress the ball up the floor and get into their offense.
First free throw up and in for Reese Webb. Subs coming onto the floor for Fort Gibson. They lead 12-0. Pitching the shutout right now, to use a term borrowed from another sport.
Which sport is that?
Not answering that question. Dribbling the ball is Michaela Smith. She's double teamed. They give way into the corner. Shot from the elbow is no good. Valerie James missed everything. And Fort Gibson will get the ball back going the other way. They feed it inside Webb. High-low give. Everybody was looking at Webb. A wide-open layup that time by Sydney Taylor, and she missed it.
Just rushed the shot. Didn't realize how open she was.
Offensive rebound. Allery Owens picks up her own miss. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul against Sydney Taylor. First shot for Owens, misses right. Second shot, no good as well. Tulsa Hale get back on defense. Corner 3 on the way. No good from Whiteley, Jenna Whiteley. Ball picked up by Jenna Whiteley after the tip from Reese Webb. She gives it cross-court pass to Wofford. 3 on the way, no good from Wofford. Ball comes down, rebounded by Whiteley, and that's an easy 2 for Zoe Whiteley. Marisha Dixon tries to split the double team, travels. And head coach Wes Hamilton's going to go to the bench.
You can check out this replay right here. Reese Webb doing a nice pump fake and finishing along the baseline. And then you see Zoe Whiteley picking up the ball as some of the girls wrestle for it on the ground. And she finds it, picks it up, and takes it for 2.
Jenna Whiteley, ball top of the key. She gives it now London. Back to Wofford. High post, kick out London. Jenna Whiteley thought about the 3. And they get it inside. Good ball movement from Fort Gibson. 3-pointer on the way. No good from Emma Wofford, but the ball is on the ground and we're gonna get a jump ball.
And can you look at the way that the Lady Tigers keep that ball above their head, just not giving any chance for a defender to come and take that thing away from them. Keeping it high, keeping it, keeping it moving.
Michaela Smith picked up her dribble, drug her pivot foot. It's also called travel. 16-0, Tulsa Hale trailing Fort Gibson. Corner 3, not attempted. Looked like the play was set up for Wofford to shoot it. She did not. Nice post feed that time by to Sydney Taylor, but a good job by Tulsa Hale to knock it away. Ball resets underneath for Fort Gibson. Runs an inbounds play from their own end line. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good effort from Quincy Edwards to knock it away for Tulsa Hale. .222 left to go, 16-0 the score. Nice feed and a layup missed by Lexi Fouch. Tulsa Hale brings it back the other way. When Fort Gibson misses, they can't set up their pressure, which is a bonus for Tulsa Hale. Quincy Edwards walks.
And we're getting a lot of travels early in this game right now. It's been the most I've seen in a while in the first quarter.
Now this Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers must have wanderlust because they want to travel everywhere. 16-0 the score, 1:55 to go.
What?
Wanderlust.
Who's that?
Golly. This is what they teach you at Oklahoma State, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey man, don't do that no more. What is wanderlust?
Google it. 16-0, 142. Inside feed. Sydney Taylor gives it outside. London, 3-pointer. Good.
Yeah, and she's good for about 3 of those a game. London likes to knock it down from the outside, and she's very good at it.
Ball held above the head of Edwards. Now she brings it down, and there's just a sea of people right in front of us, Dion. Somehow, Johnson came away with it, but missed the layup. On the other end, London takes it coast to coast and puts it in.
You got to stop the ball handler.
In case you're wondering, the microphone works now for the PA announcer in-house.
I didn't catch that. I think it was a battery change or something.
I don't know. Technical difficulties. That's why we have our great crew at Bravado Wireless, because they can fix all of those for us.
Definitely. And they can fix all that kind of stuff for you as well. I mean, especially cellular plans and routers and internet. Just go see a local store, Bravado, or go to bravadowireless.com and check them out, and they'll help you.
21-0 the score. Fort Gibson, 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We'll see how patient they are with the ball on the offensive end. They work it inside, now go out. It's Potterfield. They give it a high post to Taylor. Three-pointer on the way from Abby Potterfield, and she nails it. And when it rains, it pours, Dion. And for right now, everything's pouring into the basket for the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers. Ball stolen away underneath the basket, layup. No good that time from Michaela Smith. They get the rebound, does Quincy Edwards, but time runs out before she can put it back up. 1 quarter in the books. We've played 8, 24-0 the score in favor of Fort Gibson here on Bravado TV from game 7 of 8 in the Old Fort Classic.
Hi, we're Bravado Wireless. You may have seen us at your local events and wondered just exactly what we do. We provide the highest quality cell phone service, specializing in outstanding coverage, both locally and nationwide. We're headquartered right here in Oklahoma, with multiple store locations in eastern Oklahoma. We provide the most affordable, unlimited talk, text, and data plans available. For a limited time, our unlimited plan is only $40 a month, and you can receive a free LG K30. Make sure you stop in now and enjoy our other amazing summer deals before they end. Visit Bravado Wireless store locations for all other details, or go to bravadowireless.com for more information. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Second quarter underway, 24-0 Fort Gibson. Dion, as a football player, you didn't really get to participate in these multi-day tournaments where you're playing games back to back to back, but what's the key to sustaining success in these things as that ball rattles around, hits every part of the rim, and Kinsey London gets the 3 to drop?
Well, I mean, it's kind of, I've played in, I've done basketball tournaments and track meets that have lasted weekends and different stuff like that. And the thing about basketball is, and all sports is,
as a 3 is banked in from Quincy Edwards,
there are some things that travel well and those things that you can rely on and can count on, especially in tough situations and tough environments, and that's defense.
As London adds to her 3-point streak.
That's defense, defense, defense. Okay, play tough defense, play aggressive defense, and then your offense will follow. Right now, Fort Gibson doing a good job. As you can see, Reese Webb tip that ball away. They're playing good defense.
And the offense is following. Back-to-back 3-pointers from Kinsey London. That time the 3-pointer from Whiteley doesn't fall. But she gets it back. It's wide open. She thought about attempting another one. She's going to give it away and let her teammate do that. And the 3-pointer from Bailey London falls. Might hear that 1-2-3 a lot tonight if Fort Gibson keeps shooting the way that they are right now. Drive from Johnson, nothing doing there. A 3-pointer on the way, short from Webb. Fort Gibson gets the rebound. A good finish from Mallory Baker. Baker gets 2, extends the lead to 35-3. Missed shot. Fort Gibson gets it, and they push the break. Nice pump fake. The shot fake from Mallory Baker. She's got 4 points in consecutive buckets.
Hale needs to focus on getting back on defense once they don't get the rebound. They got to hustle.
We saw this earlier in the game that Hilldale fell behind really early, but they came out in the second half, and they really showed poise and focus. And although they didn't get back into the game, they won the third quarter and the fourth quarter. Maybe another situation here for Tulsa Hale, just to divide this game up into small increments and see if you can win those, as Zoe Whiteley takes it to the rack.
Yeah, they definitely got to take a page out of the Lady Hornets book and try and do the little things right and just focus on the next possession.
Corner three-pointer hits the backboard, almost went in from Valerie James. Whiteley throws this one off of a Lady Ranger.
Number 3, Abby Porterfield. Number 10, Lexi Fouch. Number 11, Cindy Taylor. Number 14, Jenna Whiteley.
It's going to be a mass sub for Fort Gibson. A line change as 5 new players come in. Lady Rangers sub in 2. They give it top of the key. That's Jenna Whiteley. Emma Wofford gives it down low, post feed, and a bucket for Lexi Fouch. Three-pointer, too strong from Quincy Edwards. Strong move from Fouch, doesn't go in. She's gonna draw the foul.
Team foul number 3.
Team foul numero 3. And Tulsa Hale gets the ball going the other way. Deep three-pointer on the way. Edwards once again is off.
They're going to hit one of these.
No truer words have been said, Dion. Nice inside post move from Sydney Taylor to Lexi Fouch. Fouch with 4 points now, and the Fort Gibson lead is expanded to 43-3. All right, Dion, we're going to just look at the bracket here a little bit. And Fort Gibson running away with this game, and if they do win, they will play Stillwell tomorrow, and a Stillwell team that had a thrilling comeback victory to beat Ida Bell. But right now, the 2 top teams in this tournament, as the three-pointer is missed, really look to be Tuttle and Fort Gibson in the girls' side.
I couldn't argue with you.
What do you, if those teams get to play, we're going to play a little bit of if game. If those teams get to play, what are you looking forward to seeing from the size and athleticism of Tuttle matched up with the size and athleticism of Fort Gibson?
Well, here's the thing. You got to look and see what the disadvantages are for both of these teams. And for Fort Gibson, they run a deep bench. You know, you're seeing the second team out here already. And with my understanding, oh, go ahead.
As Fouch puts it in, you're good.
Excuse me. With my understanding, we looked at that Tuttle bench, only 9 players, you know? So I think you put Tuttle in a tough situation where you're having them in an up-tempo situation and you're making them run. And you're seeing if they're really able to stay with your depth. Because, I mean, talent-wise and size-wise, they compete with this Fort Gibson team very well.
Somebody forgot to guard Lexi Fouch. That's not great. Fouch 8 points in the second quarter alone. Spins the lead to 47-3. You are right. Tuttle not very deep with their bench, but what they do have is that size, and they'll give Fort Gibson fits, especially being able to bring the ball up with really anybody 1 through 5 in their lineup. Three-pointer no good from Jenna Whiteley, but Sydney Taylor gets the follow. On the other side, if you're Tulsa Hale and their head coach, Wes Hamilton, what are you talking about at the halftime break, Dion?
Telling these girls that we just got to execute and play our game. They can't focus on the score, can't get down on themselves. Just next possession, play the next possession.
Next possession happens to be on defense for Tulsa Hale. Nobody is guarding Lexi Flack right now. It's okay, somebody gets in front of her. That's a recipe for disaster for sure. Inside pass, layup, no good. Missed that time from Taylor, and a stop for Hale. Let's see if they can compound that with something positive on the offensive end. A 2-3 defense, formed by Fort Gibson. Hale goes with the motion offense. Michaela Smith gives it to Johnson, drives baseline. Johnson goes up, blocked by Fouch. Aggressive block that time by Fouch. A good move to get to the baseline, but nothing doing. Time runs out. The heave at the half is no good, and we go to the locker room with Fort Gibson leading 49-3. Well, we're going to be back here about 15 minutes until second half action. 49-3 the score in favor of the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers here on Bravado TV.
Alongside for your Lady Tigers, Zoe Wiley with 10, Abby Porterfield with 3, Mallory Baker with 6.
You are called to be bold, to connect in your home, to your community, and to the world. From your land, we are Bravado Wireless. We are your high-speed internet provider based right here in Eastern Oklahoma. With the latest technology, we offer coverage in more underserved areas than ever, with 4G LTE speeds and no installation needed. We're faster and more reliable than the competition, and at $59.99 a month, we're more affordable too. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Ice cream on the ice cream house.
When what's his name? Seth comes back, go right there. I did it.
Oh, wait, we should probably do our double. Welcome back into Fort Gibson High School, 7:54. As the third quarter gets underway. And
by the way, when you went to the concession stand, did you by any chance grab me a water?
I didn't grab me a water. That's a good idea.
Thanks a lot. Selfish.
I'll definitely do that next time.
Next time. It doesn't help me now.
It's a nice, strong put back in 2 for the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers.
Good way to start off the second half.
Hey, they're winning the second half right now, 2-0. They trail in the game, 49-5. I got you some popcorn.
You ate half of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Three-pointer on the way. Rims in and out. That time from Bailey London. No worries, though, because Mallory Baker is there to clean everything up. .6:26 left to go, 51-5 as Tulsa Hale passes the ball around the top of the key. Ball stolen, going the other way is Whiteley. Left-handed layup is up and good for Zoe Whiteley. And Fort Gibson quickly is going to go to the bench. Whiteley with the hoop and the harm. There is some harm there as the foul. Ball stolen away. Tried to be kept in bounds. Good athletic effort from Sydney Taylor. Nothing doing, though. That shot, nothing doing. 53-5 is the score. Inside post feed, turn around. Good job passing the ball around the horn for Fort Gibson, and the three-pointer goes for Abby Potterfield. .424 left to go. 56-5 is the score. Tulsa Hale with the ball. As the running floater goes in and out that time from Michaela Smith. 56-5 is the score. Listen, as an athlete, Dion, you're a former athlete, and you're a competitive guy. What would go through your mind? I don't know if never know if any of your teams got down by a lot, but what has to go through your mind when you're getting beat 56-5?
Here, let me teach you something that my older brother taught me.
As that bucket is up and good from Lexi Fouch.
As soon as I joined the varsity team in high school, my brother taught me one thing. If we're ever up by a bunch or down by a bunch, pat your stats. And so I thought individual goals help achieve team goals. So I started,
Pause. Ladies and gentlemen, he is talking about just when you're up by a bunch and down by a bunch. You're going to have little kids out here playing individual ball all day long.
Hey, I'm talking about when you don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, you grab that shovel, you start digging. You start digging. And that's what number 0,
Quincy Edwards with the 2.
Quincy Edwards, does for the Hale Lady Rangers. You start patting those stats, okay?
3-pointer doesn't fall.
It don't matter what game you got them on. At the end of the season, they all count the same, right?
True, they're going to sub in. 2:47 to go in this third quarter, 58-7. Coming into the game, Marisha Dixon. Three-pointer on the way, too strong. Fort Gibson comes away with it. Corner three-pointer, good. Abby Potterfield with her third three-pointer, easy for me to say, of the night. 61-7. Jay on the other end, no good from Valerie James. And really for Tulsa Hale, this has got to be a mental thing in a battle, just to get yourself into double digits as Fouch gets the bucket to fall.
And it's like you said earlier, I mean, just win one quarter, win one possession, follow through on the offensive play call. Do things, the little things, just small details.
That ball is blocked by Lexi Fouch. 1:30 to go, third quarter in the 2020 Old Fort Classic. Had a lot of games decided by a lot of points at the early onset of this game, of this tournament, Dion. But that sets up for some good matchups later on. It's good teams playing less talent, and then the good teams will play the good teams later on in the tournament.
And because of that, tougher competition, and when you get tougher competition, you elevate your game. So look forward to that throughout the rest of this tournament.
Ball handled by Randolph. She gives it off to Michaela Smith. Driving baseline is Johnson. She gives it out to Randolph. Gives it back to Johnson. They feed it inside, and it's stolen away. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong that time from Young. Drive baseline. Layup up and in. Good finish that time from Feather Two Shields.
And see, on the other side for Hale, they need somebody to just pull the trigger. Nobody's willing to take a shot right now. Everybody's being a little hesitant. They all got to come together, and when you see a good open look, just take it.
Nine seconds left in this third quarter. Spin move, nice strong move and finish from Sydney Taylor. Taylor showing promise, and right now I can promise you that this game is 8 minutes away from being over in the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers. I can also promise you have a 60-point lead. 67-7 as we go to the fourth quarter, 8 minutes remain in the last women's game of day one at the 2020 Fort Gibson Classic.
Erica Shaw at the Joy Travel. First United Mortgage and the McLaughlin team.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Simon's Pizza, Raymond Taylor Auto Sales, First Star Bank, McDonald's, Trucks for You, Love Bottling, and Century 21 Milk Garlic and Shred. Thanks to our sponsors for the t-shirts.
Welcome back in to Fort Gibson High School. Fort Gibson Lady Tigers on top 67-7 over the Tulsa Hale Rangers. This is a really neat complex. We've talked about it a few times throughout the day, Dion, but it's worth bringing up again. It's a great place to watch some basketball as that ball tried to fall home, but when you got chairback seats, bleachers for your student section to be right close to the floor. They've got an ice cream palace.
Ain't nothing wrong with an ice cream palace.
I ain't never heard anything wrong with an ice cream palace. There's a 3 on the way from Feather. 2 Shields drops in. They also, I mean, on top of that, the Fort Gibson High over here, you got a Notorium for those that are of the swimming affluent. Nice crossover, taking it to the rack. Just a little too strong that time for the finish. There's a few freshmen in the game for Fort Gibson, including the person that just finished that, Dylan Pierce. Fort Gibson brought a decent crowd out for a Thursday night. They've had a lot to cheer about. They just haven't been very into the game because they technically really haven't had to be, Dion. 6:30 left to go. Tulsa Hale with the ball, the crossover dribble, the strong take, but nothing doing. The layup this time is up and in. Anaya Johnson with the 2. That's the first points of the fourth quarter, and the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers are up to 9. See if Tulsa Hale can string this together with a stop. Maybe get the ball back. 3-pointer on the way, too strong. The long rebound is pulled down by Feather 2 Shields. Three-pointer blocked, nice job that time. You're gonna get a jump ball that goes towards the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers. 5:34 and counting left in this game.
Tulsa Hale has to recognize that they're both, fighting for the ball and they're both on the same team. Let it go, somebody, and just get the rebound and take the ball to the other side.
That's, I think unique would be the right word there. Unique situation.
Let's see if they can string together possession where they can get back-to-back points here.
3-pointer on the way, and it's in! A 3-pointer from Anaya Johnson puts us at 70-12.
And an interception right there, still on the ball, going up for the basket.
It's no good. Somebody hits the floor. Going the other way. Fort Gibson gets the ball, and it's going to be Macy Young. 4:45 left to go, 70-12. Fort Gibson.
Good defensive stand by Hale right there. Still in the ball, in transition, going the other way.
A 1-on-2 opportunity goes in and out. Missed layup that time from Randolph. .422 left to go. A successful fourth quarter with 5 points for Tulsa Hale. The shot, nothing doing. Fort Gibson going to bring in a completely new 5. As Tulsa Hale turns the ball over. Pushing the ball the other way is Feather 2 Shields. She gives it in the corner. 3-pointer off the backboard, almost in from Marion Parks. 3-pointer blocked. Picked up by Fort Gibson, and Fort Gibson's going to retain possession. They're going to use this time as an opportunity to sub. .70-12 is the score, 3:45 left to go. Tulsa Hale looking to string together an impressive fourth quarter, win a part of this game. Because right now they're winning 5-3 if you just look at the fourth quarter alone. Well, now they're tied 5-5. As Fouch puts that one up and in. Hale scored as many points in the fourth quarter, more points in the fourth quarter than they did in the first half. Shot no good from Valerie James. It missed everything.
And that was a rush possession right there. They had some time to operate through the offense and try and get an easy high percentage shot.
But when there's this much time left, Dion, 3 minutes, you know, sometimes you just look at the basket and want to shoot. .254 left to go. Nice take inside. Fouch with the block, though. Anaya Johnson trying to draw a foul. Is not going to get it that time. Feed inside to Fouch. Fouch tried to go up with it, but they're going to get a jump ball. It should stay in favor of Fort Gibson. That's going to bring subs on and a whole new 5 for the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers. Pardon me, the ball will go back to the Lady Rangers. They got the last possession, but we hit a quarter. 2:36 left to go, 72-12. Tulsa Hale looking to get something going against the 2-3 defense of the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers. Ball deflected. Picked up in transition, passed ahead. This time Whiteley gives it off to that's Parks. Parks' three-pointer is all no good. And with 2:05, Fort Gibson is going to bring in a new 4. No, make that 5. I'm not very good at math. New 5 come in, and I think we're down to about the 3rd string for Fort Gibson and the 2nd string for Tulsa Hale. The drive to the other end for Randolph. She still has the ball. She gives it up to Allery Owens. Inside, Randolph with the jumper. No good layup. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Tulsa Hale. I don't know about that one, Dion. It looked like it went right off of the Lady Rangers.
No, I saw the ball. It definitely hit a Fort Gibson Lady Tiger, and the right call by the refs.
I don't know what you're seeing. You might want to get your vision checked.
I am wearing contacts right now, so I'm 20/20 like this year.
That joke has not been said yet this year. 08. 1:27 left to go. 4th quarter, 72-12. Ball on the ground. Left-handed layup hits off the back iron, no good. Rebound couldn't be hauled in by Tulsa Hale, and Fort Gibson is going the other way with 1:10 left to go. Three-pointer for Fort Gibson is just short. That three-pointer attempted by Tegan Thornborough. She gets the rebound.
Good job by Hickman getting up and getting that rebound.
Drive, nice move up and under and in is Nathan Franklin. Pardon me, Parks. .26 seconds. Tulsa Hale, ball's bouncing around. It's finally retrieved by Allery Owens. They give in the corner, the shot is up and it hits off the side of the backboard. Ball still bouncing around, saved inside. It's picked up by Owens. She goes into the middle of the court, gets it. Then inside the lane, that's a cardinal sin of basketball, Dion. You never save the basket underneath the ball underneath the opposing team. That's a sweet three-pointer from Marianne Parks. To never save the ball underneath the opponent's basket, Dion. That's the cardinal sin of basketball, and it led to 2 points.
But a good job by Tulsa Hale collecting the rebound and going up strong with the finish and to finish the game.
An important 2 points for some of us here in attendance. Anyway, the final score has been wiped away, but it was a good showing by both teams, and Fort Gibson, just a dominant team in this tournament.
Yes, it is, and the final score right now doesn't matter. It's just a good performance by Fort Gibson. They're going to move on to the winner's bracket. Hale did some good things in that second half. 17. It was 14 to 74.
I can tell
the
you.
end.
I can tell you for sure that one team scored 14.
Definitely scored 14.
And we all know that one team, including the Tulsa Hale Lady Rangers, scored 14. All right, we got 14 minutes to go until another matchup. Our last one of the game between the Fort Gibson Tigers and the Tulsa Hale Rangers. Keep it right here on Bravado. One last game for 8 of 8, Dion. That's it for right now. Until then, that's Seth Campbell, Dion Amade signing off for Bravado TV.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the expressed written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.